I want to start my talk with a provocative question of how do we measure well-being? And in a lot of the material that you'll read or the discussions that you'll have with people, people talk about well-being as if it's somehow something that's obvious and easy to understand, as if it refers to something in particular. And I think that there are so many different views on well-being that the starting place for any study on children's well-being must be this question of what is well-being. And what was really interesting earlier today was when we heard from the children and young people that Gary showed us in those videos, and when they were asked to speak about happiness and happiness being a type of well-being and their reasons for why they were happy. It's quite different from looking at something like a child's internalizing or externalizing behaviors and problems as conceptualizing well-being. So really, who is right? Is there one answer to what well-being is? So some of the issues with well-being definitions is that there's a lot of conceptual haziness. And with the classical definition of well-being, you can overlap a lot of the different measurement dimensions. And also when people talk about it, they say things like, oh, I feel good because I'm contributing and that makes me happy. And you think, well, where can we really break these things apart? Should they be broken apart? There are these under definitions of well-being that are sometimes found in the scientific literature where people use a very, very narrow indicator to represent well-being, for example, hope in the future. Sometimes well-being may even indeed be slightly over-defined. So is it everything? Does it capture everything about human experience? Are we just walking manifestations of well-being and ill-being? And there's jingle and jangle, where two constructs are used to refer to each other or to something that's different in a way that's very confusing and inaccurate scientifically.